We are live. What is going on, everyone? Thank you all so very much for being here at this time. Everybody that's tuned in, I really appreciate you. Anybody that's watching this on the replay, thank you so much. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Man, this game, I'm red. I'm sweating. My heart's pumping. I was going through, I was going through it. But look, at the end of the day, we got the win. This wasn't ideal. This isn't what you wanted, right? I mean, you wanted to handle business, especially. I mean, you didn't even want it to have to come down to the fourth quarter. You wanted the Lakers to handle business early, get the job done. Rest LeBron and AD instead of LeBron playing 38 minutes and AD playing 42 minutes, because you have another game tomorrow against the Clippers, which may arguably be the biggest game of the season at this point now. Hopefully, the Warriors lose. That would help because the Pelicans lost. So that gives us at least a little bit of a cushion in tomorrow's game. But this is a game you needed to get done. We weren't really we were coasting. I mean, if you watch the game, there was no defensive intensity. Like, we were just kind of like, they'd go on a run. It was like, okay, no worries. Like, it felt like kind of how it did in the Rockets game, right? Where like the Lakers just kind of like were clearly coasting and they were just like, we're the better team, we can pull away. And that's kind of what this game was. The problem is that this team's better than Houston. And you had guys that had a purpose. Like, THT wanted to drop 50 in this game, right? You had Kelly Olynyk who was killing us all game. He's great, man. I've always wanted him on the Lakers. I've actually talked about him. I was talking about in the Jazz trade. It would have been nice to get him. But regardless, you had guys that had motivation, that had incentive to try to beat us. We haven't won in Utah since 2019, right? It's just you had all these things going with you, and instead of just buckling down, getting it done, winning early, you end up going and playing the Clippers tomorrow. Instead, now you got to play a back-to-back. You're exhausted, and hopefully everyone's okay. AD is supposed to play tomorrow. D'Lo should be playing tomorrow. I'm curious about LeBron, especially with this OT. We need him to play. We really do. We need him to play. I still think the Lakers can win tomorrow. I still think it's a winnable game. I would hope the Lakers would have more intensity, more defense, more purpose and drive tomorrow than they did in this game. Because, again, this just seemed like a game where they were just kind of coasting. They were up pretty much the entire game, ran away, and then, got the lead, and they just took their foot off the gas and just said, it's over, we won. After Austin Reeves got that three, it was like, we don't have to worry about it, right? Like, and look, you don't get out, you don't play defense. Kelly Olynyk drops a three, and all of a sudden, Damian Jones is out here playing like a 7-foot Steph Curry. It's ridiculous. They got to do better. But diving into the box scores, and then we'll dive into the chat. You have LeBron James, 37 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. He had a solid game. I didn't like the 10 threes, if I'm being honest. That wasn't ideal. A couple of those threes, though, he kind of had no choice but to shoot. But he had a couple that were just like, come on, put your head down. But outside of that, Anthony Davis, 21 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. I mean, the game plan against Anthony Davis was don't let him beat us, and he was making the right reads, making the right plays. Defense. There was no defense on our end tonight, and it almost cost us the game. Austin Reeves came in hot, 28 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds. He was great. Schroeder had his blunders. He did. He had his blunders today, but he was getting hammered, man. They weren't calling nothing against him. But he 18 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block. Solid game. Nobody else really stood out other than Rui. Rui continues to play solid. He was 7 of 11, played bully ball. He also gave us 6 rebounds, 17 points. So, again, we really need OKC to hold on. OKC's been winning pretty much start to finish in that Warriors game. So that would be beautiful if we could get that win to really kind of, just give us some wiggle room just in case tomorrow, right? Because at least if we get that, if the Warriors lose and we lose tomorrow, we're still in the same spot, which is good. because that would give us a good spot to be in, win outright, and you could get the 6th seed. So, but diving into the chat, appreciate all of you being here. Jason, coming in hot with the $5 super chat, really appreciate that. I definitely didn't want them playing extra minutes on a back-to-back with the Clippers waiting. Guess I'll take the win, though. Yeah, I mean, look, the win's the win, but yeah, that was not what you want at all, right? Like, you don't want to see these guys, you get the job done, you get it done, you don't play as many minutes as possible, because you got a big game tomorrow, right? You got a huge game tomorrow. That could be the difference between you getting the 5 seed or not. So you really needed that to go better. My only hope is that, or my thinking is, I wouldn't say my only hope. My thinking is that at least the Lakers have some momentum. Like the Clippers, they've been sitting the last 3 days, 4 days, whatever it's been. By the time tomorrow, it'll be 4 days, 3.5 days. So my hope is that like they at least start off rusty, and they got to get into a rhythm where the Lakers, they actually have rhythm. You see that happen a lot, especially in back-to-backs. One team sat too long, so they got to kind of get into the flow of the game rather than the team just coming in and being in the flow of the game. So I'm hoping that that's the case there also, but we'll see. Again, this was not an ideal scenario as far as how we wanted this game to go and play out, right? Would have been nice to see it go at least little more favorable. But regardless, really appreciate that again. And then diving into the regular chat, Zach, how did these refs get a job? Cheryl Flores was guessing after she blew the whistle. Dude, there was a couple calls where I was like, dude, there's no way. Especially like that pin. Like he pinned it on, like that was like atrocious. There was that, I mean, where Schroeder got like elbowed in the mouth. Like there was several that were just really like I was just like, man, like really questionable. But hey, we still got the win. That's what matters. Let's go as it stands. I was kind of worried at the end. Dude, I was stressing, man. I was stressing. But at least we got it. Everyone should be back tomorrow. Hopefully LeBron plays. That's my hope. D'Lo missing really hurt us. It shouldn't have though. Like that. I mean, I agree. Like D'Lo would have helped a lot, but it really would have been better to it would have been better to have him, but we didn't really need him. Like, or we shouldn't have needed him. Let's go, guys. Yes, we still got the W. That's all that matters. Play with the food. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. All that matters is the win, folks. Absolutely. It's so funny how people like clown. Didn't the Denver Nuggets just lose by like 30 to the Houston Rockets with Joker and everybody playing? Stop. You clearly don't watch basketball. Like you clearly don't watch basketball regularly. You're too busy trolling in the chat. Bruh, that was nasty. Thank God we won. Dude, seriously. Whew, man, at least we could take a deep breath, and we got to win this game tomorrow, man. At least they won in OT. They've struggled with those. They have. It's very true. We've been rough in overtime. If the Warriors lose, I say we rest everyone versus the Clippers team. I just don't think you can, because you still got to play the Suns, right? Like I would rather like if the Warriors lose, you got to play that game. Because if you beat the Clippers and you beat the Suns, you can rest that Jazz. You don't have to play anybody that Jazz game, and the Lakers will get like a week off. So you have to play these two games. You have to. It sucks, but you have to. We don't say that. You never know, man. Like like I mentioned earlier, one team is going to be in rhythm, another team isn't. So can't blow everyone out. We fought and won. Really need D'Lo tomorrow. Agreed. Warriors are in a battle with the Thunder. Yes, that's very true. Hopefully they get it done. Got to stop being soft. It's getting out of hand and deserves like 20 million or less at this point. If this was the Clippers game, I think he would have played. Like, I don't really want to judge him until tomorrow. Like, if he doesn't play tomorrow, I'm gonna be upset, right? Like, he's got to play tomorrow. If this ends up, if he didn't play today, like, I don't really knock him. It was precautionary. That's why they sat him out. But I do get it. It would have been nice to have him play. Seriously, no more games like these. I wouldn't say LeBron necessarily smoked the layup. Damian Jones was just a good presence in the paint. Jones has gotten a lot better. Dude, Jones has been a superstar for the Jazz, and he was literally unplayable for us, like unplayable. King James, coming in clutch as it stands. What would we do without him? Hey, I mean, we needed him, and he did. He came through, especially in that overtime. It was massive. Got the win. At least we fought. We won. Let's move on. Yeah, exactly. Ugliest win all year, 100%. It might be. That was just rough, especially when you're up 10 with like a minute left. Go OKC. Yes, we need it. We need OKC to win. Hey, every win ain't gonna be pretty as long as you get the W. Exactly. That's the only thing that matters is you walk away with the W. It's just I just wish we didn't have a back-to-back against the Clippers tomorrow. Like that's the only thing. Like if we played the Clippers on Thursday, cool, no problem. Like, hey, it sucks. We got the win, but it's just like, man, we're playing tomorrow. Anyway, why is LeBron James trying so hard from three? We were literally up 10 with 2 minutes left, and LeBron swinging all the momentum with stupid three-pointers, 80 settling for jump shots. Like I said, it just to me, it seemed like the Lakers were just playing around. Like they were just coasting. They did the same thing in the Rockets game. The difference is that we were just so much better than the Rockets that there was no motive for the Rockets, right? We did the exact same thing against the Rockets. Like LeBron had 8 threes in that game, something like that, or he shot 8 or 10 threes in that game too. Like it's just they're just coasting these games because they want to buckle down for the Clippers. Problem is that the Jazz didn't just go away. Like the Houston Rockets, they were just like at some point just gave up. Like it didn't happen in this game. The Jazz just kept going on that run. But I do want to see him play. This team's better when he's in the flow, when he's Magic Johnson, right? That's true. They're showing that they can win when they blow leads. It's a good sign. Yeah, dude. Look at it like this. This happened with the old team, and the old team lost every one of those games. So the fact that we won, that's a spot in the right place. If jokes didn't hit 4, threes, it would be a different situation. Yeah, seriously. It should have been over in the third quarter. Agreed. We played this game the way to relax. We thought they was going to roll over. They fought back. I'm happy for the win, and I'm happy LeBron showed up today. But today was a horrible win. Yeah, that's what it boiled down to, right? Like this team they played like a team that just said, hey, we don't need to bring our A game to win. And they just played lax and they coasted the whole game. And then it ended up leading to what could have been a loss. And in all honesty, it probably should have been. But I'm glad that they pulled it out. That's what matters. At the end of the day, we got the win. But a little less games like this would be nice, right? Swish. It was ugly, but Jazz played out of their minds. LeBron's first game, he looked healthy. Yeah, he carried us big time. 80 free throw shooting in the clutch this year. Shake my head. Dude, 80's free throw shooting in the clutch has been terrible, man. Like that dude's got to figure. I don't know what's going on with that guy when it comes to the free. Dude, that guy was Mr. Clutch in the bubble year, and it's like this year he can't like he's the last person that we want taking shots down the stretch or free throws down the stretch. It's just. But look, we got the win. It was an ugly win, no doubt. The Jazz did. You had Damian Jones, who, did he even miss a shot? I know he was 4 of 4 at some point or 5 of 5 at some point. So Damian, yeah, he was 5 of 5 from the field with 16 points. That is crazy to me. The guy played like he was the second, he was Victor Wembanyama, right? You had Taylor Horton-Tucker, who he had something to prove. Abaji's been great all season. He put up 22 points, but that's what he's done for them over this last handful of games and stuff. They showed up. They played like a team that wanted to win. And we just played like a team that was coasting. We played like a team that was like, hey, we're better than them. We'll be okay. Right. And luckily we were, but just not the way you want to go. But again, Swish, I really appreciate that. I normally defend Ham, but his lineups were terrible tonight. You don't start LeBron, Reeves, and Schroeder. He's a playmaker who can shoot. Beasley should have started for spacing off the ball. I get it, but I think Ham just wanted to the 3 ball handling lineups. Although yes, D'Lo can shoot better. The 3 ball lineups and then kind of staggering them has kind of been the approach that Ham has been going with, and it's been working. So I don't really knock him for sticking with it. I really don't. Like, should he have started Beasley? I think so too. I agree with you. But like, he's stuck with the lineup that's been working the last 5 games or whatever, or however many games it's been. So I don't knock him too much. But yeah, it's definitely something that hopefully tomorrow we don't have to worry about. Johnny coming in hot with $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Ham stood toe to toe, stood 10 toes down today, except early challenge. Yeah, I mean, I didn't mind the challenge early on. I wish we would have saved it because there were a couple moments throughout this game, but it just it was just a game, right? Like they were just kind of just playing. Like at least that's what it felt like to me. It felt like they showed up. They were like, "Hey, we'll get the W." Darvin Ham was like, "Hey, figure it out." Right? He did the same thing in the Rockets game, like, play your game, whatever, and didn't really have to do much. And then this game happened, and it was like, we'll pull away. It's fine. And then all of a sudden, they came back and they down the stretch, So it was rough, but at least we got the win, right? At the end of the day, that's what matters. Kelly Olynyk was born to ruin LeBron's life, dude. He does. He loves to play LeBron. That was stressful, very stressful. Clippers win in the next game. We'll see. We will see. Don't hold your breath. Do you think the Mavs make the play-in tournament as well as it stands? I don't. I really don't. I mean, they're just really bad. They're really bad. And Luka said that he's playing the next game, but there are reports that Dallas wants to shut down both Luka and Kyrie. So they might shut down Kyrie. It's just they're just absolute mess right now. Absolute mess. So I don't see it. And even if they do, I don't know what they're gonna probably lose in the play-in because they'd have to win 2 games straight. I don't really see them doing that. And even if they do, they're just going to get ran through by the Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets probably win that in 4. So, yeah, it's just, I don't know. Dudes and gals, the NBA is tough. The win is the most important. Agreed. Reeves is so important for the playoffs. Agreed. Almost had a heart attack at the end there, 10-0 run in less than 2 minutes. Who would have thought? Yeah. I mean, you got to credit the Jazz. They didn't lay down. They could have just said, "Game's over. It's done. It's a wrap." And they didn't. The Jazz wanted to win this game, right? They did. They genuinely wanted. Like they played like a team that wanted to win this game. Like a team that had to win this game. So yeah, come on, OKC, beat the Warriors. Yes, we need that. What is that? Let's check the score real quick. They're down 2. Come on, OKC, don't fold. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I was not the reason that they didn't win by 30. I'm sure they weren't like, hey, as it stands, Lakers said that they need to win by 30. And I didn't say they would. I said they need to, so that way we can. I hope it's over at halftime. That's what I said. I'm sure I didn't jinx it, but we did get the win. So much for resting LeBron and 80 facts. Nonetheless, that's no excuse to go to OT with the G League TBA. Agreed. I almost had a heart attack. Lakers should have ended it the right way. Agreed. They should have. Yeah, glad we got the win, but ugly win. Hope we got our legs left for tomorrow. Wonder why Vando didn't get more minutes. We needed his defense desperately. I mean, we didn't down the stretch. We were losing. We came back, took the lead. We're up 10, and the game was over. And then we just fell apart. We just didn't do it. It was rough. But let's see. Utah was keen of on fire, and Kelly Olynyk was such a trying to play hard in a worthless game for the bid. Now we may not have Braun for tomorrow in our back-to-back. We had to go to OT with the bums. I hope he plays. I mean, this game is super important, and I don't know if the Warriors are going to lose this game because they came back, and are they going to blow this lead? Why did Rui play only 25 minutes when he was hot? Darvin should have went deeper into the bench because he was a back-to-back. Yeah, I don't think like I said, we were up the entire game. We were up 17 at one point or whatever it was, like 16 or whatever. Like the idea was just like, hey, let's coast it. Like LeBron and AD didn't even have to play heavy minutes until they went on a run. It was just a bad game. Salute. What's going on, Bucky? He dropped 37, over 50% shooting. Man, what a guy! Yeah, he is, dude. He's incredible. What's up, Tyler? Most important game is tomorrow. LeBron and AD. D'Lo has to really show up tomorrow. Agreed. We coasted, which is fine, but we coasted too much. Needed to come out with more serious. I wish they would like. I didn't mind them coasting, but come out with some urgency early on, right? Win the game, like have the game over at halftime, and then coast the rest of the way. If you're up 25-30 at halftime, then you can just pretty much coast the rest of the way. But the problem is they coasted start to finish. Lakers will be tired as hell. Clippers will be fresh. So I hate it when weak ass teams get up to play us, but lay dead for other teams. Piss me off. Oh, of course, every team wants to beat the Lakers. Like I said, my only hope I am worried about the tired legs. My hope though is that like the Clippers, because they've been sitting for 4 days, that they don't just walk in and like play great, right? They have to get into the flow of things, which should keep it close. I'm happy we won, but a bad win yet. Game was never in doubt. Yeah, I mean it shouldn't have been. Why did Ham bench Vando? I get he struggled against Olynyk, but then get him off of him and put him on THT and use Rui. I mean they could have, but I mean Olynyk wasn't really killing us until late. I mean he scored what 10 points or something like that in the fourth. Like he only had like 12 points up until like that last stretch. And it was just rough. But hitting those threes, they just got hot. 41 and 38. It's beautiful to see. Beautiful to see. 3 games over 500. And all 3 games against us this year. Yeah. It's all good. We wouldn't win this game earlier in the season. Oh, I agree. I said the same thing earlier. We wouldn't know. I really like Olynyk. Would be great for us. Yeah, I really did want Olynyk. Really need a backup shot blocking that's not under 7 feet. That would be nice. LeBron was incredible. Yeah. Not making excuses, but the refs sold us the foul on AD late in the fourth, which was a clear block, and offensive foul on Braun for doing the regular shot for him. Felt almost as if we were being cheated. There were several like just rough calls in this game. But still shouldn't have been that close. If we've ever seen how Utah has played the last few games, I knew this wasn't a gimme. Yeah. It was typical underestimate your opponent game and really dirty player. Broke Caleb's arm on purpose. Yeah. You're not wrong there. And then the elbow, and then tried to like pat Schroeder, and then Schroeder just like pushed him off, like get off me. Ugly win, but it's okay. We need it. Job done. Yeah, and we got it. A win is a win. Absolutely. That was way closer than it should have been. The Jazz was playing for play-in lives. Go Lakers. Yeah, I mean they did have something to play for. Is Mo Bamba playing? I don't know. He was upgraded today. I mean he didn't play today. But he was upgraded today. So I don't know. Maybe we get a showing tomorrow. That would be kind of cool. 80 was like flat at the end. They weren't going full speed. Like I said, they were coasting pretty much the whole game. They just thought the game was over at the end. Mo Bamba on his way back. Yeah. Clippers coming off of multiple days of no games, and they're fully rested. We out here in OT in the first night of a back-to-back. I don't see how we win tomorrow, especially if Braun doesn't play. If Braun doesn't play, I don't think we will. But if everyone plays, I still think we get the job done. You see it a lot. Like you have a team that's coming off a back-to-back and a team that's rested, and the team that's rested just comes out flat. Now, I'm not saying that will happen, but don't be surprised if like we were up 10 early. And then we just got to be able to weather the storm. Mo Bamba won't play till maybe Sunday. Probably not. Yeah. Eddie Landing, you walk away from is a good one. Yeah. Utah played their butts off. They did. They played like a team that wanted to win this game. It's exactly what it was. A win is a win. Yes. Nice haircut as it stands. Looking good. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Um, not just the final 2 minutes. All game Lakers were playing with no effort. Seemed like they thought how they won the game before it started. Defense was terrible. Dude, there was no defense. Like we were letting guys like backdoor us, run to the thing. Like the only one that really like played defense was Schroeder. Like Schroeder was, at least, running the floor, doing his job. But it just nobody like we were just like, just let them shoot. Like they got so many wide open shots, so many just like backdoor, so much like just walks to the rim. But again, at least we won. That second half was so sorry. We got the dub, though, but man, yeah, that was not the way we wanted to go. I thought it was wild when I said they should have gotten Olynyk. Really? Yeah, Olynyk is solid. Um, Definition of an ugly win, facts. But at least we got the win. Utah was lucky in the last minute 40 seconds. I don't really think it was lucky. We just let him get a layup, and then nobody stops the ball, and Olynyk gets a wide open step in three. I mean, these are NBA players after all. You know what I mean? Like they are good NBA players. Um, uh, Utah's losing by 12 plus next time to the Lakers. I mean, they will. I mean, unless like if they win the next two games, I wouldn't be surprised if the Lakers just sit everybody in the Utah game. Because I mean, if we beat the Clippers and the Suns, you don't need to play that Utah game at all. So that'll be interesting to see, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. One game at a time. We got a big game tomorrow. Big game tomorrow. So hopefully we get that done. What is going on? Sorry, bear with me one second. I lost my spot. What is going on? Hang on one second. There we go. YouTube needs to make the chat better. But speaking of, Jamal coming in, how $2 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. TBJ had more minutes than Hachi Beasley had 2 minutes less. Yeah, I mean, I think it was just more so for like matchups. Abachi was like killing us, and Troy Brown. I mean, you could have put Vanderbilt on him, but at least Troy Brown has shooting and spacing. So I think that was the logic there. At least that was my guess. But yeah, I mean, again, it was a weird game. It was like there was no energy, no motivation, no nothing. They just kind of were just like there almost, right? It's kind of what it seemed like. So yeah, that sucked. But I don't know. At least we got the win, and we got a big game tomorrow. Big game tomorrow. So got to get the win tomorrow. Let's do it. But again, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's fine. At least he'll be helpful for the Suns matchup. Yeah. LeBron, horrible shooting, just chucking threes from all over. Yeah, I don't really like that at all. Last minute was garbage. Yeah, facts. Team takes a lot of threes. Yeah. LeBron is officially back. He looked good today. It's all good. They showed up against us. We got to play hard next time. Again, yeah. That's basically what it was. One team played like they wanted to win. The other team thought they were going to win. And that's basically what happened. I mean, we did win, but still, we didn't play like a team that needed to win, or wanted to win. We played like a team that, it was like the varsity team showing up against the freshman team, and it's like, oh, we're gonna beat them by 30. Don't worry. And you coast, and all of a sudden, the freshman team goes on a nice little run, and it's like, Olynyk is a dirty player. Tired of him. He's scum. He's hitting all his threes. No fluke backboard. 1, 2. Yeah, the good old backboard rattle inner. We were up 10 in regular with under 3 minutes. Neither Vando or Rui were in there, but Troy Brown was. Why wouldn't you go with defense at that point? I mean, because there was a minute and 40 seconds left. We were getting stops all over the place. I mean, I don't really knock them for doing that. Like, what are you going to do? You're going to call a timeout and sub everyone in and blow your timeout? Lakers only had, one left at that point? You're up 10 with a minute and 40 seconds. Like, you shouldn't have to sub in or do anything. Like, you should win that game. Like, it should have been a coast. Like, you shouldn't have to make adjustments when you're up 10 with a minute and 40 seconds left when the guys that are out there are the ones that got that. So, I don't really knock him for not subbing guys in. Giving up 10-point lead, man. Yeah, that was rough. Banking three was so pissed. Like that shot specifically was the definition of BS. Yeah, 80 was 80 only one who played decent. Yeah, I mean LeBron had a pretty good game. Lakers almost gave it away in cruise control the whole game until they realized like, oh, we got to play. Are going to try to run the ball with Russ every possession. They're going to try. Beauty is that the Lakers know how to guard Russ. They know. I mean, the Lakers were the ones that like started that whole like defensive scheme in the bubble, right? Where you just like let Russ do his thing. LeBron has stopped taking these threes. He's so mid at threes. He's done a really good job recently. It's just these last, like the Rockets game and this game, he's just been chucking threes, which goes into my theory of like they're just coasting, right? Because it's two teams that they believe that they should beat. So that's kind of my thing. Let's see. Troy Brown really can't stay in front of his man. Bad one-on-one defender. Yeah, I mean, he was in there when we got the lead. Schroeder got hammered before the game. Yes, he did. Big time. Have not played well lately. Ham didn't put in Vando. Troy Brown wasn't doing crap. Yeah, I mean, you could have, but it's still the floor space. I mean, you had the team. The team was up 10 with a minute 30 left with those guys on the floor. Like they did their job up until that point. Like, why is Ham going to make adjustments when you're like, oh, just got to close out a minute and 40 seconds? You have LeBron and AD out there, and then we give up an open three, not playing defense, and then LeBron just jacks up a three, and then after that you have the Kelly Olynyk, no one stops the ball, they knock down a three, and then you foul Damian Jones. It's just life comes at you fast. But Johnny coming in hot with $2 super chat. Thank you so much. We are not getting that 6-seed Warriors one. Yeah, that's tough. I mean, we're still tied, which is good. We're half a game behind. Got to beat the Clippers tomorrow. That's what it boils down to. Got to beat the Clippers tomorrow. Jazz wanted this win more than the Lakers, but they took care of business. That's kind of what it felt like. Has stopped taking plays off on defense. He doesn't rotate. Stu Lance called Troy Brown out, giving THC the baseline with no help. Shaking my head. Yeah. Because again, I mean, the guys just didn't do anything. He just didn't do it. They just literally didn't do anything. Troy Brown Jr. needs to be better. Just so inconsistent as of late. He can really open things up for us if he can score 10 a game with good defense. Yeah, I mean, he's shown the ability to be a, 10-point a game night and a solid defender. I wonder how much of it is like he hasn't played that much, right? And because he really hasn't. He hasn't played a ton lately. But I mean, regardless, I mean, again, we were up 10 with a minute and 40 seconds left with him in the game. Could you have made that adjustment? Sure, but it's not like anybody was really locking anyone down this game. Like we were just felt like we were coasting, which not ideal. But Johnny coming out with another $2 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. LeBron is having his worst year from three. Don't forget, he's having an atrocious year from three. And I mean, especially earlier in the season, it was driving me crazy, dude. That dude was just jacking up like 10 threes a game and going like 2 of 10 all season. But I don't know. It again, it felt to me like a coast game. Like they were just like, we'll be okay. And yeah. Young team with no expectations. Yeah. Basically what it boils down to. Nagy teams at their home. Yeah. Yeah. We look like an old Lakers today. Reeves stepped it up on both sides of the ball. Today, this charges that midi clutch. Yeah. I mean, it did. It just looked like we looked like a team that just felt like, it'll be okay. We're going to win. Clippers had 3 days off before this game, and we went OT 40 minutes back-to-back for starters. Is rough. It is rough. My hope is, though, that we're in rhythm and they're not. That's my hope tomorrow. I don't know why the Jazz don't play Sexton and we don't play Vando. Because, Sexton's – so before this year, Sexton had the worst plus-minus or the fourth worst plus minus of all time, something like that, third or fourth worst plus minus of all time. Sexton is very inefficient and effective. He has great moments, and he's had great games, but he's not like a starting level guy. And he's been good for them off the bench, so they just kind of play him. The best way to play him is in like limited minutes, and that's what the Jazz do. Um, let's see. Rui's feet in the perimeter. D is awful, bro. I love him though. Yeah, I mean he doesn't have the lateral quickness. You know what I mean? Um, everyone's trying to get the comments in quickly. Yeah. Beasley and Brown are no shows. Yeah, it was a bad game today. Y'all will be praising Troy Brown to knock it off. Yeah, look, it's fine. It wasn't on Troy Brown. Yes, thank you so much, B Spendy. I really appreciate that. Yes, if you haven't yet, take a quick second, like the video, subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a lot. I would greatly appreciate you just taking a quick second to do that. It means a ton to me. We're really climbing. I'm only 260 subs away from 12K. That would be amazing. So do your part. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Be very thankful. Good save, but as I said yesterday, sometimes the teams get full of themselves and blow leads. We need to be better at that. A better team will cost us a game next time. Go Lakers! I'm with you. Again, if we play this way against the Clippers, we're going to lose by 30 tomorrow. We got to step up, got to play big. But you've seen the Lakers do that in this stretch, right? Like it's almost like they play to their competition at times, and it's like that's not good. We just have the talent to overcome the bad games now, where we didn't have that earlier in the season. I mean, even the old team kind of did that, right? Like we play Milwaukee and we beat Milwaukee, and then we play Houston and you lose to Houston. You're like, what is going on? I just feel like this team does that a lot. Like they play to their competition. It's just now we actually have the talent to overcome that and turn it on when we need to. But gotta do a better job of turning it on and keeping it on. Rui needs all backup minutes to Braun and Troy for Austin. Beasley should not see the floor dead ass. Yeah, I mean, you got it. His floor spacing is still valuable. And I would like to see him put the ball on the floor more. Like he had a couple nice drives in plays because they're so worried about him shooting a three that he's able to just put the ball on the floor and get to the basket. Utah's been playing well with these backups, and they were at home. Lakers weren't trying, and they were getting favorable calls. We got the W, though, not bad. Yeah, I would if we won by 2 in regulation, I wouldn't have cared. I wouldn't care as much. It's just that we had to go into overtime, which gave us an extra 5 minutes, and we got to play back to back. Like if it was just a tight game, like the way the game ended in overtime, if that's how it ended for the game, I wouldn't have. It would to me, it wouldn't be as big of a deal. Like it's just like it was just a tough game. We grinded it out, good solid win, right? But the fact that we had to play an extra 5 minutes to get there, and we were up 10, that's what drives me crazy. Are we the best D in the league? Because I feel like every time the opponent has possession, they always score. I mean, if you watch us play good teams, do a really good job. We do a really good job. It's just when we lock in and we want to play. When we play, team like the Jazz, who it's just a different story. Yeah, D'Lo's got to start playing. What was the Jazz bench advantage, like plus 26, something like that? They killed us on the off the bench today. What they had? How many bench points did they have? Let's see. They had 16, was that 26, 30, 41, 47, 51 bench points to our, let's see, we had 3, 6, 8, 25. So yeah, 27. It's just, it's just rough. Got to be better. Got to do better. But again, at least we got the win. That's all that matters. Get the win. So they should ball tomorrow. We got to ball. He came only for 8-minute game. Um, let's see. BS excuses. We won the game. Like you're talking like we lost. Like it's just funny. Like if you're gonna leave goofy comments, at least leave goofy comments that make sense. Like a win is a win, but my heart, oh man, my heart was racing too. The app I was watching crashed and I couldn't get it back up. So I missed the last bucket, but thank God. Dude, Carey, I was just, man, my heart was pounding. I was screaming. I was red. It was rough. Um, let's see. This was a big, humbling game for us. They were literally missing threes, three of their best players. Sure, we were missing D'Lo, but if we keep playing like this, we are not going to play good against the Suns. Yeah, I don't really think that this is like because I mean we've shown over this stretch that like we could be a really good team. I think it just again, I just think it was this, we saw the exact same thing in the Rockets game. Exact same thing. It was like we're going to beat this team by 20 even if we're just as long as we're even on the court, we win this game by 20. Right? Like that's kind of how the Lakers approach this game. As long as we show up today, we're going to win by 20. Right? And it's just that didn't happen. And it's like, yeah, but it is. It's a very humbling game. He's supposed to, so we'll see. We'll see. That was one of the worst defensive games for us in recent memories. I don't know what we were doing there. Perimeter defense was terrible. Our defense was atrocious. There was no defense today. None. Which absolutely sucked. Did the Warriors win? Yeah, Warriors smacked them. Damn, Warriors smacked them. Those bums. Oh, that would have been nice. Give us a nice little cushion. At least the Pelicans lost. So that's good. Malik Beasley is so bad. You're not guaranteed to blow anyone out. Very true. Very true. Especially in the NBA. I mean, like I said, you just saw the Rockets literally smack the Denver Nuggets. And everybody played. Like, so you won't get through all these comments. Yeah, it's looking like it. We can't stop THT and sexy. We couldn't today. The way we were playing in the last minute, I'd rather had OT than allowing Utah to take the last shot. Those Mavs and Pacers buzzers on my dreams. I feel that. Dude, I was so worried about that. I'm not going to lie. I was dead ass, like, worried. Like, I was like, please at least keep it a 3-point game. Like, please just don't. Like, when we were up 2 and they had the ball, I was just like, please do not let somebody get a 3 off. Do not let somebody get a 3 off. And then Damian Jones got fouled. And I'm not going to lie, I was excited Damian Jones got fouled because I was like, that dude's going to miss a free throw. And he did it. That dude was the best player in the league today. That dude was Giannis and Steph combined in a one player today. Yeah, Houston beat Denver with the Joker. Yeah. I mean, they were, like I said, they were fully healthy. Everyone played, and they got blown. They were smacked. Let's see. Yeah, the refs were terrible too. Did you see? I think it was THT knockdown Schroeder early in the game, and they called a foul on Schroeder. Yes, when he pushed him in the back, he literally pushed him in the back, and they called a foul on Schroeder. And I was like, what? It's like, God. I agree with you. Gotta put things in perspective. It was a good win. I would have liked a dominant win, but hey, it happened. And we whooped Houston. Lakers got this. Yeah. Malik Beasley had been crushed by toxic fan base. He is pissing acid out of his pores, and the ball is slipping out of his hands. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't help when the people that are supposed to support you are all sending you comments and death threats and all kinds. It's silly. Support your team. Support your players. You know, if you're a Laker fan, support the guys that are on the team. You know, they're having a bad stretch. Lift them up. You know, have them feel good about themselves. Because especially shooting. Shooting is all about confidence. You know, but you're feeling down on yourself. You're playing bad. And then you have the people that are supposed to be lifting you up all just telling you how you're trash and you need to, you know, go die somewhere. Like it's messed up. Let's see. It was just a bad game. We won, guys. Calm down. It's the NBA. These games are not easy, and the rest are horrible. Yeah, it was absolutely. Yeah, look, it happens. We got the win. All that matters is we got the win. At the end of the day, we got the win. We absolutely won all the smoke. Let's do it. Yeah, Denver lost to the Rockets. Also, good teams play down to bad teams at times, but it's obvious not ideal for us at the moment. Yeah, I mean, look, if we were say the third seed, like who cares, right? But it's just like it's the idea of like we got a back to back coming tomorrow, like oh yeah, you added to that, yeah, back to back tomorrow, yeah. Unfortunately, the Warriors won, which sucks. Basketball is my favorite sport. I like the way they dribble up and down there. The song literally played in my head. um, someone say we need to sign a big. I do think we do. Sexton, bro came back to play against us. Bro should have gotten it. Well, I don't. No, I don't want anybody ever getting injured. I don't condone that, but that's just how it goes. As far as like guys coming back, they always come back. No, but you don't want guys. You want to beat guys fully healthy. Russ is going to come with a different type of energy. We better be locked in as hell tomorrow. Ain't going to be no joke. AD got to eat tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Braun starts. Yes, dude. Russell Westbrook is either going to have the game of his life tomorrow, or he's going to be atrocious because he's either going to be trying to do too much, and he's going to end up just ruining the game for them, or he's going to be like elite, and he might be a problem. Because look, if he wants to, he could go like. We're going to need AD to be a monster because I don't see Schroeder and Reeves and them being able to keep up and stop him if he's aggressive and physical and gets there. And the problem is that Clippers have shooting. Like we can't do to the Clippers what teams could do to us when Russ was on our team, which is just pack the paint and let guys shoot because we didn't have anybody that could shoot. Like the Clippers actually have guys that could shoot. So now we're actually gonna have to match up. You're gonna need that scout. You're gonna need AD to be scouting the whole game. But Vincent coming in hot with the $2 super chat. Thanks so much. KD won. Nothing without Warriors. I want the Suns. I want the Suns too. I've said it countless times. I want all the smoke. If it comes down to the 5th seed, or it comes down to the 7th seed, give me the 5th seed, right? Like, would it be ideal to get the 6th seed? Sure, but it's not looking that way right now. It's looking like it's going to be the 7th seed or the 5th seed. Give me the 5th seed. I don't want to have to play games just for the sake of playing games, just because we want to avoid the Suns. It makes no sense. But yeah, let's go. Let's get it and let's win it. But I appreciate you. You talking like the Jazz are just going to lay down? Yeah. Be careful playing AD too much. We have to pay attention to AD's history. Yeah, I mean he's been done solid so far. So it would be nice if he came back tomorrow. That would help tremendously, especially against like Plumlee and Zoot. I think we should sit Schroeder and play Braun at point with AD. Pick and roll at the top of the key would be nice. Oh, I mean, D'Lo's supposed to be back tomorrow, so that should help. Let's go Lakers. Do you think LeBron James fouled for the game-winning shot? I mean, they're just not going to call it. I mean, we've seen it enough. I mean, he should have made the layup. He got enough off to where it shouldn't have adjusted his shot that much. He just missed the layup. But would there have been a foul? Cool, would have been nice, but I'm just glad he at least put his head down and went to the basket. Let's go. Yes, love it, Brian. Put LeBron hate to rest. Yeah. I don't know why LeBron gets hate. Damian Jones turned into a two-way star all of a sudden. Facts. Dude, that dude just he was literally unplayable for us. Like Darvin Ham couldn't play him even if he wanted to because he was so bad. And that dude turned into Giannis with a 3-point shot. Like it's just crazy. Yeah, let's go. Let's run it tomorrow. I'm with it. With the big 7-6. What is his name? Oh, the Yao Ming. Every tanky team that faces us plays like it's the finals. Yeah, imagine if we faced the Blazers instead of the Jazz. Damian Lillard would have came back to the league. So said, yeah, teams want to beat us. That's what it is, dude. Teams would love to knock us out of the playoffs, right, and knock us into the play-in. That's what they want. At the end of the day, that's what they want. D'Lo better step it up tomorrow. He got another day's rest today. You better see him in that lineup tomorrow. I agree. That you better be there tomorrow. If the Warriors lose, feel like we should let Clippers have it, and they'd probably get the 5th seed. Yes, but unfortunately they didn't. So, got to play. Taking teams are pathetic. Trying to play so hard against teams trying to coast. Yeah. Let's see. Uh, I think if they don't want to get hurt too, yeah, yeah. I mean, look, I would have liked them to at least play some defense, but it happens. Do you think LeBron and Anthony Davis going to play tomorrow? What is questionable? So Anthony Davis said, and the reports came out that Anthony Davis was playing this back to back, that he was going to play against the Jazz and he was going to play against the Clippers. So I expect him to play tomorrow. LeBron, that's a real question. I imagine LeBron plays because I think he knows how important this game is. We have to win this game, and I don't think LeBron wants to be in the play-in again. So I expect everybody to play tomorrow. Lakers are a master of the universe and will sign He-Man soon. Give me the power. I beg of thee. The old, the old team in the old days would have got old on us by now. Yeah. Oh, we would have lost this game for sure with the old one. Anyone wondering why Braun is shooting threes? Watch Phil Handy's Showtime interview. He explains why Braun doesn't try in the regular season. Yeah. Hate how it hard to come to this, but this is a good test for the Lakers. Yeah. Got the win. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. Walk away with the W. 80s clutch free throws are absolutely killing us. My daughter pulled the TV cord and shut the TV off as LeBron was getting inbounded. The ball in the game-winning score. Terrible timing, but glad the Lakers won. Let's go. That is terrible timing, but hey, can't get too mad at the daughters, right? I got 3 of my own, so I feel it. But yeah, man, that is terrible timing. 80 was off all night. He wasn't great. Let's see. What else? Does anyone have data on 80's free throw percentage in the last 5 minutes of the game? I don't, but it's got to be terrible. It's got to be atrocious. LeBron James getting paid supermax money and lazily giving you no effort 3-pointers is like you buying a 40-piece chicken nuggets and you don't give a freaking dip stuff. Hey, LeBron did fine. I don't mind him taking some threes. I just don't like him shooting 10 threes. I don't mind him taking like 3 to 4, 3 to 5 a game. Like, sure, but we need to play Rui more. Yeah, Rui's been great. Is the Angel Russ playing? I hope so. 80 is shooting 72.2% free throws in his last 5 games played. That's not going to get it done. Let's see. All Ham has to do was put Vando on THT and have Rui guard Olenek. But like I said, I mean, I don't like. We got the 10-point lead with a minute. Like, you shouldn't have to change anybody when you're up to the game's supposed to be over. Like, all you have to do is just stand there. Lakers couldn't even do that. Let's see. 80 needs to go off tomorrow and show the Clippers he is a champion and go in full beast mode. And D'Lo has to step up and show tomorrow. I mean, I expect 80 to be more aggressive tomorrow. Like, he was taking more jumpers than he usually does. Like, usually when, like, you'll see in his games, like, he'll take a couple jumpers. If they're not falling, you'll see him take guys off the dribble, get to the basket, be aggressive, fight for the ball. Like, the last handful of games, you saw AD aggressively getting to the rim, aggressively fighting for boards, all of that stuff. This game, he took a lot more jump shots. He wasn't really trying to get second chance points like he did in some of the other games. Like, he did the same thing in the Houston game, right? The only difference is he was knocking down, like, he couldn't miss. But there were times where, like, he just was like, and just, like, was running down the court and stuff, right? And this game, he just was just chilling. So I do expect him to be a lot more aggressive. I hate when former Lakers perform so good, like they want to come back. But anyways, happy to get the win tonight. Ugly as it was, let's finally beat the Clippers tomorrow. Yes, let's go beat the Clippers tomorrow. And yeah, I mean, every team wants that revenge game, right? And one Reeves, he signed with the wrong shoe company for his deal. Dude, seriously, he needs the. Is it too late to bring back and one? Let's see. People need to stop blaming everyone. Lakers got the W, and that's what we needed the most. Yes, win is a win. Um, I do hate when LeBron takes all the time off the clock. Too. Yeah, I that drives me crazy too. Like, pass the ball, play within the offense. But he's done a really good job as of late. So don't really knock him too much. Again, it just kind of felt like a team that was coasting today. 25 minutes, didn't do anything, and Rui in the same time nearly 20 points, double double. When Randall played less than TBJ and still put up better numbers. Problem was the reason TBJ got put in was for a job. It was to match up with him better, which the Lakers did. 85% from the line in crunch time. Wow, that is usually his Achilles heel. Yeah, he's been much better this year from the free throw line. Last year, he couldn't make a free throw to save his life last year. Yes, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, Josh. Yes, take a quick second. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't liked the video, hit that like button. It really does. It means a ton, helps me out a lot, and I would greatly appreciate it. If you could just take a second. Let's see. Mavs are toast, yeah. Do you think LeBron James playing tomorrow? I do. I do think he plays tomorrow because I think he knows how important that game is. So I expect him to play tomorrow. Luka might. There's already talks about him potentially wanting out. Let's go. Yeah, good one. I disagree with the fans saying we should just go for the 5th seed, even if the Suns are still building momentum. LeBron AD also get much better as the playoffs progress. Yes, but the alternative is the 7th seed. And you don't why risk injury? Like if the Lakers could control, if the Lakers could just say, oh, hey, we can control playing the 6th seed, then sure. But they can't. They either have to win outright and get the 5th seed, or they lose the game and they're the 7th seed, right? Maybe even the 8th seed. Like if it's you play the Suns or you end up in the play-in, you play the Suns. That's what you do. You play the Suns and you beat the Suns. Why risk injury? Why risk, playing extra minutes, playing extra games, potentially missing the playoffs entirely? Let's say you play the Thunder or not the Thunder, the Pelicans in the first round. Zion comes back and they just play really good, right? They beat us. And then all of a sudden you play Dallas or something like that and they just shoot the lights out. It's just why put yourself in that, or worse, Minnesota. Minnesota matches up great against us, right? That's a tough matchup. Why even risk it? Get into the playoffs. Everyone who can play is playing tomorrow. Yeah, agreed. That bank 3 was pure BS. It was, man. That was the throw up a prayer and hope it goes in, and they got it for at least 30 minutes, right? Vando could have easily shut down THG, and Rui was more equipped for Olynyk. I'm more worried about Ham than anything. Olynyk likes to play on the perimeter. He doesn't like to play on the block, right? The difference, with Cat, it's yeah, he likes to play perimeter on the time, but when Rui got to him, he tried to play in the post, and Rui was just too big and strong. It's just different matchups. Ham was fine. TBJ did a huge 3, you're right. Glad we got rid of THC, yes. Sorry, trying to find something to me. Mavs flashbacks. Dude, I was worried about that too. Incoming Warriors joke. They didn't. They ended up winning, unfortunately. The Clippers are going to lose tomorrow. They're not a good team, and they don't got BOD. I think you meant Paul George. Lakers are going to win. Let's go Lakers. I think they win tomorrow too. I really do. Let's see. We were 6 seeded till the Warriors win. Yeah, unfortunately they won, which sucks. But if we win tomorrow, we're back in the 6th, right? So that'd be good. Or the 5th, right? TBJ is fine. I get not playing him in the 4th. When he would be on the wing, yeah. It doesn't matter if you win by an inch, you win by a mile. Winning is winning, Toretto, and you got to have family. But yeah, um, he's just got to learn discipline, G-man. That's all it is. He has all the tools and intangibles to be a really good defender. He just needs to learn how to like control himself and play within the offense. Um, Drink a shot for the 60. I said we'll do that. We'll do the shot thing again when we make the playoffs. Let's make the playoffs first. Enjoy your videos. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I really do. Clippers will go all out tomorrow. All out. They don't want to end up in the play-in. They very well might. Yeah, got to get that win. Lakers need to work in the final. Need to work on the final 2 minutes of their game. They've been good during these stretches. It's just today. Just today was not good. Can we talk about LeBron still has a bad whistle? I got fouled last shot. Oh, of course. LeBron's not going to get a fair whistle all of a sudden. He hasn't got one all season. Y'all point out Ham's coaching, but don't notice none of the good stuff he does. That's my problem. It's like when he does do things and he does make adjustments and he actually like wins his games, like there's never any acknowledgement. Like he can't lose us every game or cost us games or whatever and not win us games. It can't be one or the other. Either he's the reason we win every game or he's the reason we lose every game. Right? Like you can't have it like, oh, the players won the game, but when we lose, Ham's the reason we lost. It just doesn't work that way. Let's see. Get the likes up. Yes, Jamal. Thank you so much. Yes. Take a second, hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. All right, here. I'm going to power through some of these questions real quick, and then we will skate on out of here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through all the questions, but I'll try to get through as many as we can. Let's see. Ham needs to play Lonnie more. Why isn't he playing Lonnie? Because Lonnie there's multiple reasons. One, Lonnie Walker is literally our worst defender. Like, it's not like my thoughts. Like, that's literally what he is. And on top of that, he gets tunnel vision too much, right? Like, he's never seen a shot he doesn't like. And when he's made up his mind that, like, I'm going to the rim, that's what he does, right? And it's just he's either too hot or cold. Like, he has to essentially shoot the lights out. Electric, come in and hop the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Let's not duck smoke from Phoenix. Memphis matches up better with us than them, and we would have to play in game risk and no breaks. Let's get a break. I'm with you, Electric. Look, I've been preaching, get the 5th seed. Let's go play, and let's go play them in the first round, right? Like, get it. Look, if we don't win, then we didn't deserve to win. You know, like that's just what it boils down to. You know, that's how it works. You know, if you want to be the best, you have to beat the best, right? So play them, get it over with. You beat the Suns, now you're playing. Now you're really playing with house money, right? And then what? After that, you play Denver, who everyone thinks will beat Denver anyway. So there you go. Like you beat the 2 best teams, the 2 teams that everyone wants out, and then you got your final matchup against the Kings, the Grizzlies, the Warriors, whatever, right? Like you're good. Do that. But yeah, I do. I want all the smoke. Give it to me. Like, let's go. Let's go get the win. Let's go get the 5 seed. But again, I really appreciate that, Electric. Sprinting back on D all night. This game would have been easy. It would have. Again, if they just played slight defense, would have been great. Reeves had that clutch shot that cut it to 1. He seems like he's ready for a big stage. Oh, look, I have no worries. I can't wait to see him in the playoffs because I really do think he's going to show up and ball out. LeBron played fantastic offense. Decent defense, Tyler. LeBron played fantastic offense. Yeah, he was. He was great. Let's see. LeBron's going to be coaching with them. He's trying to find his 3 ball. They need it for the playoffs. I pray he finds it. I mean, it would be nice. It would be nice if he could knock down a couple of them. At least some consistency. We are in the 6th seed. Yes, got to get that win. I can't watch the Thunder. They're just doing dumb stuff. Switch Jordan Poole. Left him open for a 3. Yeah, I mean, that's why bad teams usually lose. Lakers blowout teams, yeah. Damian Curry. Seriously. Golden State plays Sac on the road, easy O for the Dubs. Yes, that's the game that I'm hoping that they lose. Really. And Sacramento does have reason to play. Like they do have things to play for. So, um, yeah, unless the Kings hit the starters, but they shouldn't. They still have time to catch up. What's going on, Jim Mello? Appreciate you. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong, but LeBron can't shoot threes this year. Past couple of years, he's been a little less attempt. Beasley, yeah, he he just doesn't have it right now. I don't know if it's a lift. I don't know what. It's just the way he's releasing it. We'll see how it goes. Let's see. Sexton doesn't know what a pass is yet. Basically. We picked with our food on bad teams, hoping it pays off, and it paid off tonight. Yeah, I mean it did. I mean we shouldn't have let it up. It should have been over at halftime, but was fouled that last drive in regulation. Refs are crazy. Yeah, look, the refs ain't gonna call that. They've shown it all season. Yeah, he's gonna have to step up. He's gonna have to play big tomorrow. I'm actually rooting for the Warriors to secure the 5 seed, so they can play the Suns in the first round by KD. Yeah, that would be nice. The problem is we have the tiebreaker against the Warriors. Dallas low key gonna get 10 seed now. I mean, maybe. You never know. Let's see. And on top of all of that, Ty Lue, who's 10-0, saying tomorrow's the most important game for them. What's up with them and their motivation to beat us? We've been in tomorrow. Yeah, I mean they just that's their Super Bowl, right? Every year that's their Super Bowl because they can't get out of the second round every year. So it literally is their Super Bowl. Yeah, dude, Embiid was a monster tonight. He had 52. Yeah, he had like what 52, 16, 4 and 2 or something. Like that. He had himself a game for sure. Celtics Center do not know how to play defense yet. We sniffed the 6 seed for a couple minutes. Yeah, it was nice. We dipped our toes in it for a minute, just a little dip, real quick. Yeah, just dipped our toe for a minute. We had the 6 seed, but no more after Golden State wins. About 30 minutes we had it. Yeah, it was nice to see the Lakers in that spot, right? Well, also keep in mind the Sixers almost sold that game too, man. They like Tatum almost sent that game into overtime. Let's see. If they win tomorrow, Lakers are the 6th seed. Yes, gotta win. Well, we'll be in 5th. We'll be the 5th seed tomorrow. So, Warriors won versus Thunder. Just got to win tomorrow. Bring everyone's A game. Yes, I'm with you. Yeah, like Pell said, if we win tomorrow, we'll be the 5th seed. Yeah. Yep. Likewise, I want all the smoke. Let's get it. Golden State wins. I know that rough. Doesn't a win tie the Lakers and the Warriors? If so, Lakers would be the 5th seed because first decided. Yeah. So yeah, if the Lakers win tomorrow, they're the 5th seed. Everything under control. People, let's deal LeBron 80 cook. Let the big 4 with the Lakers. We got it tomorrow. We would need the Clippers to lose 2 more games. Got it. Get it done. And Warriors not losing, and we lose 1 more. Yeah. So yeah, we would have to beat the Clippers, and then the Clippers would have to lose another game, which might not happen. If Lakers win, we're the 5th seed tomorrow. Yes. If the Lakers end up in the play-in, they will be at the 7th seed. That's not bad at all. It's not bad at all, but if you can avoid the play-in, avoid the play-in. That's what we need to do. We have to go 2-1 in our last 3 games to be the 6th seed. 5th seed is too risky. No. The problem is that right now, like if we beat the Clippers and the Warriors win outright, we're actually in the play-in. So we have to it's the way it's looking. It's gonna be the 5th seed or the 7th seed. You have to get the 5th seed. You don't try to duck anyone, like Sammy said. Get the 5th seed. Play the the Suns. Go beat the Suns. Last back-to-back game without AD, the Lakers played lethargic. Yes. AD will be back. Will be playing tomorrow, or he's supposed to. Everybody acting like Phoenix or the 2018 Warriors. They are scary. They're beatable. Yeah. I mean, are they even a super team? I've talked about this before. Like, are the Warriors even really a super team? You have Kevin Durant, who undoubtedly credible talent. Then you have Devin Booker, who what is he? Top 20 player? Top 15 maybe at best. And then you have DeAndre Ayton. Is DeAndre Ayton even top 10 at his position? Like, he's not top 5 in his position. So is he even top 10 in his position? Like, I would even, like, his numbers are comparable to, like, Valanciunas and stuff. Like, I mean, how good do you rank Ayton? And then after that, like, Chris Paul is like the G League version of himself. He's not what he once was. Like, not worried about it. Not worried about them at all. I could see LeBron sitting out, especially because it went to OT. That's my fear, is that LeBron sits out. Or just a game back of OKC now, so not toast yet. And not at all. But I don't know. Dallas, they just can't seem to win games. They really can't. We ain't afraid of nobody. Bring Katie Book and CP3 on. Bring Joker Murray and the Chicken Nuggets on. Bring the Flippers, Memphis, Grizzlies. I'm with you. I'm with you. Bring them all. We'll take all of them. Aren't too much worse than Phoenix, and honestly, Memphis matches up better against us. Phoenix does Triple J does cancel out AD a lot. It's winnable, but certainly not easy. Yeah. What's going on, Snorlax? Appreciate you being here. 60 was fun while it lasted. Yeah, facts. Hopefully, big 3 play tomorrow, and we take the 6 back. Agreed. Well, we'd be the 5th, so that would be nice. We ain't ducking nobody. Lakers want all the smoke. All right. I'm gonna answer like 5 more questions, and I'm gonna get out of here. In the past 5 games, LeBron is shooting almost 92% from the line, which is wonderful. He needs to keep that up. They're gonna win their playing game. One of the 2, LeBron gets ready. Teddy, yeah. If they get to play it, I'm not worried about them winning the playing game, but I'd like to avoid it. I guess decent news is that we clinch a play-in spot, so no matter what, we're not falling out of the play-in, which is good news. Ugly win kept the crunch. Got to win 2 games to get the 5th seed. Yes, got to get it. Here we go. Got to do it. Let's see. Ham cannot. Where is it? Just lock in tomorrow and win the game, possession by possession, to get the 5th seed. Yes, I'm with you, 100%. And then, what is going on here? Oh, there we go. And then, I didn't see this, Johnny. Sorry about that, Johnny. I didn't see this super chat earlier. It didn't pop up. Let's win the Clippers game before talking playoffs. Yeah, we got to go get that win for sure. Let's go get that W. Get that W. Phoenix gave up their bench. Yes, very true. Ducking games, or was that Ty Lue? Didn't Doc Rivers do fish stuff with ducking games? Or Doc Rivers has done that stuff before. If you talk, I don't think Ty Lue did that, but I know Doc Rivers has like tried to get seating just for the sake of seating, or like sit guys out and stuff. It doesn't seem like Ty Lue to duck opponents. Sounds more like a Doc would do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Doc. I think AD and LeBron will both sit out because the game went in OT. I hope not. It's very possible. It very well could, but I really do. I really hope not. I really do. But anyway, I'm going to skid on out of here, everyone. I'm going to start setting up videos and everything for tomorrow. Got a big day tomorrow. So a lot of stuff I want to get out, talk about, all that stuff. So look forward to those videos tomorrow. Again, really appreciate all of you hanging out with me. Everyone that gave super chats, thank you so much. Everyone that just hung out with me and tuned in, I appreciate that. On your way out, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it.